today's mission, basically, if we take a little look at the map, you can see that from last time, the Russians, basically as a response to the infraction of their territory, have expanded this border area. So they have actually moved their border out, the demilitarized zone that was there before, and they have now captured this important freight port. So it's a rail port, and it's obviously like on the river. So they've lost that ability. Now we have relocated our NATO base just down here, and this is like the silent approach zone. Anything beyond this line needs to be full stealth. Basically, the objective for the team is to assault this town and recapture it, thereby pushing them back, because it's basically too much of an infraction. We've got to like push back the line now, and this is almost, you know, it's escalation basically, right? So in order to get to the town, the guy's going to have to cross this bridge, which I have carefully constructed down here. So they're going to have to cross this railway bridge. I just said I'm not going to use my Xbox controller and then use my Xbox controller immediately. They're going to have to cross this railway bridge, which I have constructed. This is not pre-existing. I've actually built this in place using the editor. So they're going to have to cross this railway bridge to get into town, and then over here you can see is a in-place military base with various assets. Also, however, around here up on the hillside are going to be AA positions that the guy's going to have to utilise. See, I told you I need to get out of this frickin' radio channel. It's because when I go in and out of Zeus, it moves you back in. So there's various positions here they're going to have to deal with, and we should really get on with it because we don't want to waste too much time now. So I'm going to start laying in units, basically. So let's get on with this. Now, the idea is as well, as per the briefing, which I haven't read to you, but basically the briefing says that we have determined that, you know, this is the most likely armed stage of the day. Okay, so the basic theory is that the guys here are either sleeping or, you know, it's very early in the morning. It's like 3 a.m. So the idea being is that the guys here are really out of it. Okay, they're not really sort of doing things, and so I'm going to garrison a load of guys right in here. Garrison these. Okay, there we go. It's kind of garrisoning them in a weird way. I'm going to just move them inside these buildings here. So I'm just going to lay down a few units here. So I'm actually going to get like, just going to copy these over, I guess. Maneuver team. Oh no, don't do that. If you control click whilst it also copies the units, it also annoyingly like doubles them up, which is always irritating, as you see. So now they're doing this crazy nonsense all over the place. Right, so I'm going to just set these guys. They're all set to careless. Right, garrison these guys. It has actually kind of garrisoned them. That's all good. I don't know why it doesn't garrison them in like actually inside the buildings, but yeah. So basically, I'm just putting them inside these buildings here. I mean, maybe we'll have like one guy stand guard outside or something, you know. But the rest of them should really be inside. Okay, there we go. I think that'll do. The positions there are mostly full. There will be some patrols around the town, but they'll be fairly sporadic, you know. So we'll just get these guys here just walking casually around. So we're just going to have these guys walk there, walk back down this road, create a nice rotating patrol right there. And these guys similarly, we'll just have these around the town a little bit. Just saying that repeat section there, that's where they come back to that point. It repeats and resets this around here. Yeah, I've been smashing out the videos a lot this week. I've got loads of videos. I've been trying to get back on top of my videos because I've been very aware of the fact that I have not been on top of my videos. So I'm trying to get on top of things, and you can see I posted 2 whole videos today. But I really want to get on top of all of that. The reason I garrison units is so that basically then I can put them like this on the ground at, like, say, a border patrol, and they won't keep their formation, but then when I activate them they will go to formation. So it's a good way of having units be on, like, for example, oh okay, I didn't actually mean to put that guy on there, but he's on it, so that's fine by me. Yeah, basically it's a good way. Look at this guy. I love how you operate this thing. They have to like sit down to operate it. It's epic. But anyway, yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Right, let's get some more in here. So again, I don't want to put too many here. I'm going to put like a 3-man team right here. This is another checkpoint because this is supposed to be very lightly equipped, because there are 2 stages to this mission, right? There's 2 stages to this mission. The first stage is supposed to be essentially like a stealth infiltrate and then just like knock them over, you know. Garrison them obviously in this building right here, and probably actually put them inside this building right here. Maybe get this guy on the gun. Hope that's not like the actual commander, right? Just leave those guys standing there, that's fine. You know, they're just minding their own business. And then we can probably just get away with some, we'll probably have like a couple of maybe sentries or something. I wish there was a sentry. There's always like a maneuver team, but not a sentry. Now I do want to have a potential, because they're going to come across here. So I'm going to set these guys here on a kind of a roving patrol. And they're going to come basically down to that point, and then walk all the way along the quay, back to here, back to here, back to here, and then they're going to come here, and then like that. So they're going to be just walking a nice long patrol, and that's basically it. I might just have another maneuver team over here, again just kind of generally patrolling, just kind of like this, look, just walking around the town. They're just doing a little circuit there, so it's very kind of lightweight stuff. We've got to still put some things on the hillside, you know, but and then in these kind of bunker positions here, I'm probably going to put some just like solo units. There was one other thing. Let's have a look. So again, I might just put like a machine gunner right here. Give that guy like an ambient animation. Right. So up here on the hillside, we're going to get... I was originally going to have these be mortar positions, and I realised that doesn't make any sense, because you wouldn't have more positions overseeing your own base, because what are they going to do? Shell their own base? That doesn't make any sense. So instead, we'll have this thing, which is the digit. So it's yet again more AA positions, basically. We're going to have a couple of these, I think. Got to figure out which way he's got to face. This way, I guess. This guy's not facing the right way at all. There we go. So yeah, we'll have a couple of these so they can kind of oversee the valley. And again, you think like, well, they can't see very much. Well, they've only got to see this line. That's the whole point. Now there is like a small little sort of scout position right here again. So I'm just going to get like again, just a maneuver team will be absolutely fine right here. Just have these guys crouch down and stealth, I guess. So this is a mission in 2 phases. So this is all just first phase stuff, right? Just have a little maneuver team right there. There's a bunker here, so I'll get like one guy on that, or again maybe just another little maneuver team, you know. And then there's another position right here. Actually, let me just go back. I just want to copy what's there. So this is one of their objectives, is to take out these positions basically. And once they've done that, they'll be able to get some reinforcement support and so on. No, you're facing this way, my friend. And like I say, again, you think, well, they can't see. Well, you got to remember, the idea is that they're shooting at aircraft which are coming around this line up here, sort of above this tree line. So it doesn't matter that they can't see down here, because why would they need to? Yeah. In fact, if anything, that's the whole point. They're supposed to be kind of like, you know, secure. They're supposed to be safe, like in this kind of below the line. Right. I think that's it. What is it? Early morning? Yeah, it's like 3 a.m.
This is Alpha, over.
Go for command.
Alpha will start the lineup of the convoy to the west of camp, about 200 meters.
Copy that. And whenever you're ready, Alpha and Bravo and demo team start moving out to your hold zone. Park the vehicles just outside the silent zone, and I want 3 guys at that abandoned shooting height, get eyes across the river, and await further orders from myself until I get my recon team in position. We're not moving into that time.
Affirm, command. Alpha will take the bridge.
Question, why would the Russians deploy attack helicopters smack bam on the borderline? Well, the idea was just that, again, following on from the previous mission, they've literally only just carried out this action, so they've just set up that base, so it's, you know, essentially maybe that they've only just taken that, just got those units down on the ground there. Shadow Cell Team.
Go for Shadow.
This probably goes without saying, but I'm assuming those Humvees are going to go out without lights on.
Yeah, and I'm just getting some more in for ourselves because otherwise we have to walk all the way to the boats.
Bravo, this is Alpha. Be advised, Alpha's loaded up, ready to roll when you are.
Wrong frequency, buddy. That is stuff that goes over short range channel 1. That's Quadnet.
Yeah. Basically, again, today we're just trying to brush up on the guys' radio frequency stuff. So anything that's squad related, if it's just Alpha squad talking to Bravo squad, they can do it all in short range. They don't need to go on to long range. The long range command channel is only for important short communications about, whatever information, something they've seen, something needs to be passed back, or for the very long range communication up to like the recon team here. They don't need it for just saying to someone who's literally right next to them, hey, we need to go over here or whatever. And I'm not listening in on short range right now. Okay, so let's go back over here. There's two sort of contingents to this group which are coming up this way, because one is going to be this sort of sniper team potentially looking on the Overwatch, and another is a recon group, which I think the recon group or the sort of the Spec Ops group, which are just going down the hill over there, are going to be the ones who knock out the AA positions, and the guys here I think are potentially the sniping teams going up on the top of the hill. But again, for those of you who are just joining maybe, or who haven't watched a lot of the operations before, we're not a milsim group, and we don't try to be a milsim group. That is not at all the idea. All we are a bunch of people who just want to play together with a little bit of organisation, a little bit of communication. That's basically it. We're not trying to like replicate army stuff. We have some guys in our group who have served in the US military, etc. But that doesn't, we've actually, that doesn't mean anything in terms of how we actually conduct the operations. We're not sort of setting out those things. It's literally a case of just, can people work together as a team, and can they communicate well? That's basically all we set out to do. We don't have any grand ambitions about, trying to play, in a kind of milsim way. That's not what we do at all. Just trying to make some missions, have some fun, that's all. Right, so they're making their way down. Right, let's have a look at the other teams. So this is Alpha Bravo.
Shadow. Sorry, command, this is backups.
Go for command.
We found 2 boats. 2.
Yeah, copy that. If you feel free to cross already.
So these guys are basically waiting. They're going to wait until the other guys cross, I assume. And they're staying nicely out of line of sight using the trees as cover. I'm actually going to put a marker on this point and get another one further down the line.
Command, this is backups.
Go for command.
1 boat can only fit 5 people, and we have to take boat, and you can fit in 1, so yeah.
Take both boats, get your team across, and then send one of you guys back with one of the boats. That will fit us all, wouldn't it? Actually, no. Yeah, we'll have to do it in 2 times, like I thought. Just get 2 drivers, then designate 2 drivers from your guys, and we'll use them to get everyone across. So get some guys across of the channel to a safe spot, rather northwest, most likely.
It's like a fun little logistics puzzle that I didn't think of them having to deal with, but that's good actually. They've sent a lot more people in this direction than I thought they were going to send. Looks like Flash and Aaron here making their way forward to try and get a little bit of eyes on what's going on over here. It's nice with that moon.
Command, this is Alpha.
Go for command.
Command, Alpha currently has eyes on the bridge. Let me know when it's clear to investigate it. Over.
Copy that. If you feel confident to it, move up with 1 or 2 guys a little bit closer. I'm guessing that abandoned shooting height will most likely have an elevated position where you can get clear eyes on that bridge. Is it possible to get the vehicles across that bridge, you think?
I affirm, we'll let you know about when we get cleared. Over.
There's no possibility they're going to get vehicles across that bridge. And also, why would they get vehicles across that bridge? They'd be heard easily. No way they would do that. Okay, here they go with the boats. You're probably thinking these boats are loud as hell, but they're actually very far away from most of the other stuff. Also, I'm just going to suspend my disbelief a little bit and imagine that these boats are quieter than this. Or maybe they even, you know, used paddles, but that's not a thing we have, so just suspend your disbelief, okay? Because otherwise it's just like, no. Wait, can I get a moon?
Alpha, over.
That would be a YouTube thumbnail. People love the boats.
Command, due to size of the bridge, the fact there's a train on it right now, using the bridge as a crossing is a no-go. Over.
Copy that, as I thought we'll have to leave the vehicles behind them, make sure the guys know that and that they have everything on them which will be used. Don't take the smalls, that will weigh them down a lot unless you have one guy that is willing to drop a lot of weight to get those, but I'd rather you don't because you'll lose your mobility.
Hey, firm, we're logging in. Copy that.
There is a paddle mod, really? I'll have to investigate that. This is kind of cool as well, because now one person's going to have to go back with the boat and get the other guys.
Bravo, this is Alpha Squad Lead. Be advised, we're going to complete recon in the bridge for over.
Bravo copies. Alpha, this is Bravo. I'm going to be following demo in.
Okay, so the rest of the guys coming down the hill.
A for Bravo.
Will this be night ops?
Alpha,
No,
this
it's
is Bravo.
early morning ops.
Send a Bravo.
Should we start moving the Humvees up?
No.
Be advised, due to the fact that the Humvees are a no-go crossing the bridge, there is a train in the way, it's too small.
Copy, I'll have my teams dismount.
They need to be pretty cautious here about how visible they are in the tree line. Let's just get over here. I'm going to just take control of one of my guards. It all looks good to me. I don't see really anything moving around. looks good. Time to make some morning coffee. Or something along those lines. Okay. Yeah, no, he's not saying anything right there. This is dawn, this is very early morning, this is like 3:30 AM. Right, let's see how far the other teams are moving. The boat is just returning. Where are the guys at? Oh, they're here, look. Just hiding in a little bush by the river. Can I get the moon in? Yes. With our boat jet pilot. It's very important, very important. Or this might be... Wait, don't move. Look this way, you bastard!
Alpha, this is Bravo. Alpha,
Come on.
Bravo.
Send it, Alpha. Send it.
Roger. Roger. From up here, we're spotting an artillery position right across the river, aimed towards the bridge.
Hey, I'm getting eyes on it right now.
Copy. Just make sure you're tracking.
Yeah, the other guys, they're seemingly coming like right up that hillside, which is kind of interesting. They got quite a mountain to climb. If they're planning to come up here, look. This is going to be quite epic.
Command, this is Alpha.
So Alpha will be the one further down.
Go for command, Alpha.
Command, be advised, Alpha is looking at a very heavily densified, almost looks like a base here. We'll mark on map, over.
Copy that. Any heavily fortified position, do mark with an exclamation mark in yellow.
Copy that.
As usual, the classic looking through binoculars with your mouth of armour. Here's Jon Snow. He looks like he's up to no good, of course. Thanks for that link. I'll check it out later. Gotta catch those thumbnails. Da da da. Armor 3. Really need like some devastatingly epic music for the guys like climbing this mountain. They're going to be very optimistic to like get up here. Look. It'd be epic if they actually make it.
Alpha, this is Bravo.
Like a boss.
Send it, Bravo.
Roger, we got eyes on one BTR across the bridge.
Hey, firm, currently tracking.
Holy shit.
Copy.
Freaking sniper rifle.
We're holding
Look
our
at it.
position until we get better recon of the enemy elements, over.
Copy.
I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get an amazing sniper shot off of that hilltop with the moon. Right. Okay, so the guys here are just, whilst they're waiting for them to get into position and so on, they're just gathering some intel and stuff. I'm kind of surprised they've not sent anybody over to the... there's like an abandoned deer hide here, you see. And it gives like a really good overwatch of the town, so I'm kind of surprised they haven't even investigated it, but that's on them. When you're in Zeus, put some in-game music down on the modules tab. No, I'm okay, thank you. I'll add my own music later. Damn, those guys have made a really good time coming up that hill. Look, they're nearly there. That's actually really fast. Come on, Moon and YouTube thumbnail. So nearly there. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Oh yes! Get in there, come on. That was pretty good. They're walking up like it's flat. They're not, they got crampons on and all the rest of it, you know, they're just using their skills, using their mountaineering skills. Beautiful silhouettes. Excellent silhouettes. Oh yes, that is what I'm talking about. That's it. There you go. There you go. Okay. The other team down here, which is the command group, and the sort of Spec Ops team, they're just crossing over here.
Command, this is Alpha, over.
How rifle has he got as well? Oh, okay. VSS.
Go for command, Alpha.
Command, be advised, due to the heavy enemy presence, we can make it across the bridge if we swim next to it or cross it.
Heavy enemy presence, there's barely anybody there.
Repeat that again, so you can't cross the bridge, but you can swim next to it, or?
We have two different entries in fills. We can either walk along the bridge or we can swim across over.
Probably we're gonna go for the walking. The swimming doesn't seem like a viable option. If we do get to that point in time, I want you guys, Alpha, to go over the bridge first and have Bravo sit along the side of the river, covering you across, preferably on a spot where they won't get sighted from the other side. So on probably that would be the west side of the bridge. So the bridge would be the sideline of the enemy, so they can't spot them. And
oh look, this guy gets it.
This guy gets it. As fast as possible, don't fire any shots. As soon as you get to the other side, Alpha, you can cover for Bravo coming over.
This first guy's like, don't give a shit.
Hey, for command, Alpha will set up a position just to the south of the bridge.
His buddy's got the idea.
Command, over.
Don't move up to the bridge yet. Wait for a recon to get in position.
And we're marking patrols all across the area as well. If you look at your map.
Copy that. I'll talk to command about maybe pulling up one of the Vics to the hillside here and using it as
The 50 cal or Mark 19 is not going to do a dent in that at all. We're going to need that H-in.
If we use the whatchamacallit, if we use the Vic's AT capability that's inside the inventory.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. You could probably bring one of them up here, we can bring one up to the. We could bring one up to the abandoned shooting hide, and we could probably just keep dumping rounds from up there like all day.
Copy that. Let's put that in the back pocket. Might possibly be an idea. I'll let command know that's an option.
That's a good call by Theron and Aaron. Lord Twinkles, did I see idle AI animations? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for once I've put idle AI animations in right down here. Little pilots right here.
Over.
Oh, that's quite a nice YouTube thumbnail right there. Look. That's not bad, is it? Take that. People like Hinds.
Command suggesting that when we do cross, we pull up one of the Vics to the abandoned shooting hide to get good eyes on the town, and we can use the AT capability we have in the Vics to cover us in case any of the Vics do get manned. Over.
Copy that. Designate a 2-man team from either of the 2 squads for that. I want no more than 2 men at that Vic with a small or something like that. So load up every single thing that you have in that one vehicle.
Hey, firm.
Yeah, I'll send one of my teams. I already got to designate the AT team.
Hey, firm. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, imagine if you could use multiple thumbnails on YouTube. Imagine if you could have rotating thumbnails or something like that. It'd be epic. Also, guys, just because of frames and stuff like this, when the combat action starts happening, I'm probably going to if I take control of any units, it's going to be lightly, because I have spent a massive amount of objects and stuff building this base today, so I really don't want to have any frame drop, lag, crash issues or anything like that.
Alpha,
so I'll probably lightly control enemy today.
Set it off, Bravo.
Sending my guys back now to go grab a Humvee and start getting things ready.
Copy that. We have apparently a pretty good AT capability in the soft skin Vic that Alpha was driving over.
Copy. I'm having them all check it out, right? Check all of them out, swap rounds around to best complement what's going on.
Alpha command.
Bravo, this is Demo.
This is command over. This is Alpha.
Demo.
In our vehicle there are two smallers, multiple
Do you have any
rockets,
eyes
as
on the
well as
possible
more
stand
explosive
side from
charges.
your point of view?
Sorry guys, 2 radio channels operating at once there.
Command, wait one.
Yeah, oh my god, GIF YouTube thumbnails. Can you even imagine GIF YouTube thumbnails? Can you imagine the horror? Jesus Christ. Just, it doesn't bear thinking about.
Command, be advised, Alpha has currently no eyes on possible SAM site, over.
Command copies.
Let's have a look at their maps and see what they've got marked so far. So, 3 enemy infantry patrol, the flags represent bunkers, multiple armor and artillery, 3 BTRs, enemy hot choppers, a Hind and Shark BTR, 4 patrol, possible enemy HQ, it's not, it's here.
This is backup.
Another bunker over there, small patrol of 4, AA truck, camo net static, and they're looking for the other one wherever they can find it, which is obviously this side.
Comments, backups.
Reline. You.
Alpha, this is Bravo.
Send it, Bravo, Alpha.
Roger, I moved what remains of my team closer to your position to prepare to cover you when we start doing this crossing.
Affirm.
I think Jimbo and Garfield and the guys here are operating as a separate marksman team, perhaps. They're just keeping up the rear, I think. I'm not sure. Okay, so it looks like the Hilltop team are, okay, so this is like the command and sniper team. And it looks like the other group are moving out, so that's the spec op team, which are going to go and try and neutralise those AA positions. And this right here is the sniper team. Sniper team will currently be just gathering ranges off of stuff and working out their proper inclinations and weapon settings. The guys here are just trying to gather as much information as possible before they do anything, because they don't want to get kind of halfway across that bridge and suddenly run into a load of stuff. Now, you know, again, I know that there's a fairly neutral amount of things there, but they're just trying to build a good picture of what's going on. And also the idea is that the other team, the spec op team, which are basically up on the hilltop moving in, they're going to be trying to locate those AA positions, and the idea is that those AA guys that are coming across there, they're going to try and neutralise those as the guys here start moving in, so that there's not kind of too much, you know, time for the enemy to kind of react. They want to try and hit those things in quite short order. Yeah, I mean, today's mission is it's not really one life.
Alpha, this is Bravo.
Send it, Bravo.
What's the word?
Haven't heard anything yet from command, so we're just waiting for them. Copy. Typical military, sit around and wait.
Hurry up and wait.
Alpha Command.
Yeah, it's not technically one life, but the guys are... it'll be very difficult for them to quickly get
Alpha
back in
Command.
on things, because they've got no heli support, basically.
Sending command.
I've got my Spec Ops team moving into an AA site at a time, so be ready to have your guys set up and move up on that bridge. It'll probably happen in the next 10 minutes, so be aware.
Hey, firm.
Alpha, this is Bravo.
Send it, Bravo.
If you look on the map to the north end of the town, I marked compound. There is a huge bunker complex up there, trenches and all that stuff.
That's going to be the AA position. That's this, they're talking about
I
this.
mean, that's and also possible foot mobiles around it, so that's going to probably be a hairy spot for us.
Hey, firm, when we push in, you guys try your best to clear out the rest of the town. We'll come and support you if need be.
Yeah, that's like way outside of town, though. If we go in and try to advance to it, it's going to be like an easy 300 meters out in the open combat.
Shadow, this is Spec Ops.
Go for command.
We are ready to assault the first AA station.
Copy that, hold for now. Alpha, Bravo, you guys ready to cross the bridge?
Bravo's dinner.
Bravo, Wayland.
Command, wait, what, you need us to go now? We'll need to leave about 5 minutes to push the bridge over.
Start setting up, get to that forest right in front of the bridge, and as soon as you hit it, I'll have Recon hit that so the enemy get distracted so you can cross safely.
Hey, firm.
Bravo, did you hear the plan?
Okay, so Alpha Bravo are pushing down the hillside right here. Now they could really do with a little bit better organisation in terms of their distance here. Look, they're bunching up now. It's not so much of an issue right here. This is good to see. They're crawling, but they could do with really spreading out a little bit, I think. It's going to be tricky for them. They do have this big bit of open ground, but at least they've taken the effort to go prone, and they're not just cheesing it across the open. You know, that would be frustrating to see. So I'm actually really pleased to see that they're going prone like this.
There are a couple roaming patrols around the bridge and also the bunker across the way. Over. I'll let you know when Alpha's set to board the bridge.
It's good to see. If we come back over to our bunker position right here, we got our man. Look. Now, may he possibly see them? Possibly. It's not totally dark.
Alpha Command.
The light does affect the AI, their visibility. I think they'll be
Are you guys
okay.
getting ready to cross the bridge?
Moving right now, there's a big open field, we're crawling across it.
Copy that. I'm gonna have Spec Ops start assaulting those AA trucks, so you're free to move at your own discretion. So again, the left side is for you, Alpha, Bravo. You guys take the right side. We've already marked some enemy choppers and Heinz demolition squad. That is your opportunity to disable those vehicles. Either that or see if you can steal them for your own personal use.
Hey, for command. Alpha's out.
Okay, I think we're getting ready. I think they're trying to keep behind the trees, hence
Alpha,
the
this is
grouping.
Bravo.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I think that's what they were doing, yeah.
Send it, Bravo.
Roger, we got a good view of the bridge from up here, so we're ready to cover you anytime you're ready to go.
Command to
Copy that,
demo
moving right
again.
now.
Most enemy vehicles are mostly in the grid G3 next to those Heinz markers and everything. There's apparently a T-72 as well, so be aware. Take out the biggest threats first with explosives if you can, and again, if possible, steal one for yourself.
Alpha, this is Bravo.
On.
Oh, it's on.
Send it,
getting eyes on the town. It's from what it looks like to the north end of the town where you see that giant clump of forest. There's pretty much almost no enemy there, and we could probably try swimming across stealthily and insert from that end of the town instead of being out in the open exposed to all that.
Oh, it's on!
You can do that. I can try to relay. If you want to relay that to me, you're more than welcome to, but...
Grenades in.
Roger.
Oh, it's smoke.
That's don't worry about it, guys.
Command, this is Bravo, over.
This guy needs to learn to shoot. Nice.
Go for command, Bravo.
Right, these guys over here are
Sorry,
obviously going to get involved.
net. Command, this is Bravo. To the north end of the town, there's a humongous, large clump of forest next to the river, and it seems to be the majority of that area is unmanned. If possible, we can deviate from this location to there, swim across the river, and pretty much not be exposed to all that bullshit that's across the river.
They're doing a good job here.
If you think that is a viable option, I'm gonna leave that for you because I don't have eyes on that from up here. I'm gonna leave that option for you, but I would like at least one squad to move across that bridge, so that would be Alpha and Demo, so you can knock out those vehicles before they get in a position to actually use them against you.
Roger, that's also the most shallow end of the river, so okay, we'll cover Alpha as they approach, and then I'm going to move my team back after we knock out that base and cross the river.
Copy that. Crossing it will be entirely up to you then, so make sure that you've got some guys covering and don't all swim at the same time.
Copy.
Copy that.
I'm just going to send that team up there. I'm going to leave everything else as is. I'm just sending that small team
Alpha,
up.
we're going to be covering you as you cross, and then we're going to fall back and go to that river.
Did someone throw a smoke thinking it was a frag? I'm not sure. Not sure what they're thinking was. That's possible, but it's also possible they threw a smoke to deliberately blind the enemy or something. I don't know.
Send it, Demo.
We are moving to you to assist in destroying the vehicles.
Affirm. Alpha is still yet to cross the bridge, over.
Okay, right, here we go. The guys are getting over onto the bridge now. Easy does it. Don't break your ankles. This is so good.
Alpha, this is Bravo.
Send it.
Roger, do you want us to start dumping rounds into the base after you cross or before?
Only if we're getting engaged. Do not fire unless fired upon.
Copy.
This is so good.
Command, this is Spec Ops.
Go for command.
We planted the first explosives. Can we blow up the first AA and push towards the next one, obviously?
I'm just saying to be cautious with the concrete. There's
AA
no big issue with the concrete, but it can be a little bit glitchy, like that. But as long as you stay on the edges, it's no problem. But it was either that or just let them fall down, which I was not going to do. Right, the small three-man team are steadily making their way up on this hill. What map is this? This map is Bystrica. These guys are just off to investigate. What was that shooting they heard? Just see what the actual team. Now this is good. They've assaulted, cleared it, and they've disengaged. They pulled back into the forest. They're not going to hold in line. That's good.
This is Alpha.
Oh shit. Yeah, one of the squad leads is out. Oh.
Bravo, this is Alpha.
Looks like they just
Alpha,
blew
this is
that.
Bravo, send it.
AA Ron appears to have disconnected.
Okay, take charge and continue mission.
I'm going to get these guys over here. That's enough to set off an alarm. Okay, alarm is sounded. I'm going to wake up these guys now. Oh, these are garrisoned.
You're nearly across.
Alpha, this is Bravo.
I've got those guys on the heli, they're standing by.
Alpha, this is Bravo, over.
Okay,
Alpha's
okay.
currently swimming the last 20 meters in. They won't be able to hear you. But I will pass the message on.
Copy. Just once you guys disappear in the town, we're gonna break off, covering you from over across the river.
Copy.
Well, they're far enough away that I think they won't see them. Look, they're just breaking. Look, look, look. They're just so out of line of sight. But I think this was a reasonable position where I put my guys over here. Right, what else are we going to do? We're going to get those vehicles manned up a little bit, I think. So let's get a couple of guys. Let's get a group of these into one of these vehicles. I think also it would make sense that they would send it up to the hill, not necessarily anywhere else, right? This is going to be kind of tricky though to... I will try and get an AI vehicle to drive correctly. This seems like an impossible task, but I'm going to attempt it.
This is Spec Ops.
I'm sending it over here. I'm also going to send these guys to this machine gun post.
We're heading towards the next checkpoint. We're gonna attack it from the north.
Go ahead.
Roger, looks like one of the BTRs that just
Copy that.
started
Keep
up
me up
running
to
and
date.
is just doing patrols. Keep eyes out.
Understood.
We'll radio if he starts approaching your location.
That's good for now. Once that team get over here, we'll set them up into that thing. Also, this group right here are going to be set to combat move standard, and I'm going to set them on a different patrol route. Okay, the BTR's heading up there now. These guys should really get in the mix now.
Is that?
Bravo Alpha Command.
This is Bravo, send it.
You're absolutely certain that you're going to cross that river and not all stick together, so you splitting up might be a bad idea. I don't know if you guys can see more of the enemy units there. It's still up to you, but I want you to be 100% sure of your decision.
Let me get back on my recon team that's spouting. They up at that bandit shooting hide. They got full advantage of the hillside.
Copy that. Report back to me when you've decided.
The interesting thing is that the sniper teams up on the hilltop there cannot see this BTR. I don't know if the recon group even have any anti-vehicle capability. Oh, they do. They do have some. Yeah, they got some disposable rockets right here, so they should be good. They should be able to take out one BTR.
Command, this is Spec Ops.
Go for command, Spec Ops.
I sent a foreman team to loop around the right side from west, and we're gonna take out the next A battery soon.
Copy that, Spec Ops.
Cool. So the Spec Ops team have moved basically down over here. So they kind of came down this valley, and they've sent a small splinter cell off to the side here. That BTR is guarding it, so they're going to have some fun over there. Keep an eye on them. What's going on with this? Let me update my flash.
Command, this is Bravo.
Go for command, Bravo.
We're breaking off, covering Alpha, and we're moving into get to the crossing.
Demo, this is
Copy that,
Alpha.
Bravo,
Be
to the west.
advised. Requesting you do not blow all vehicles while we use them for the re-attack. Over.
Copy.
It is getting close, 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 close. They're bunched up, but again, they don't have a great amount of space here. But it would be good to perhaps push along this little wall right here. Get a couple of guys on this side. That wouldn't be a bad idea. There's even a couple of little bunkers here that are usable. They have also got some Overwatch, remember. They've got the Overwatch support here. And the idea, I think, is that some of the guys here, you can see they're moving back up onto this Overwatch position. So I think the idea is to actually put some cover down there, and they've got a load of AA missiles, etc., so they can potentially shoot down any vehicles and stuff that are coming in on that side.
Alpha, this is Demo.
Send a demo.
What do you want us to do with the helos? Do you want them demoed or leave them up?
I think the helos we don't need to worry about because they're not going to be spinning those up. Just more of the big ground Vix.
Copy.
They're building some little shelters here, I think. Digging in a little bit. Don't know if they see that BTR. I think it's just there, look. Right here. So I'm not sure if they actually see that one. Yeah.
Johnny and Mayo, pull up to me. I'm in position.
We haven't had any more contact, but as soon as stuff starts going on this hill, I'm getting that hind in the air. But not until they breach that assault. Things are definitely about to go on right here, though. Oh, they've actually made it up to the little bunker. Good job. These guys will have a solid shooting position from right here. Yeah, look at this. Great little...
Alpha team, we're going to push through. Alpha team will push through and clear out the barracks.
They didn't do the unexpected.
Hey,
well.
Ron, you were on channel 1 when you sent that.
Command, this is Spec Ops.
Alpha's going to push to the barracks and clear those out.
This patrol is about to come right across
Bravo
in front
copies.
of this group. God, there's too much going on right now. I might have to get off of my Xbox controller so I can easily
Bravo, this
manage
is Alpha
everything.
team over. I mean, Alpha, this is Bravo team over.
Slack, Loon, loving the EVDs on your channel. Thanks so much, man.
Command, this is Spec Ops.
Send it. Roger, I have my AT team overwatching you with also a sniper rifle. If you need guidance, feel free to call them. They are under call sign Bravo 3 on this net. Hey, firm.
Alpha team, this is Bravo 3. To your should be clear. To your north, about 100 meters, is a manned MG bunker. That should be your first enemy.
Yeah, you're right. I'm going to send these guys to investigate what happened over here. Because they haven't had any contact for a little while yet.
Command, this is Spec Ops.
We've just closed.
Alpha,
We've
this is
added
Bravo
extra
3.
defense on this position right here. We've had no visual contact on any of
Send
them
to
right
Bravo
now.
3.
Just confirming you heard my last.
Copy that.
Excuse me. Any idea of the sign up
Be
for
advised, Bravo 3, I have a
BSO
patrol
opens
running
again?
through us, suggest you keep
Pulling up
eyes
for a
on
little
us.
while.
This is Spec Ops trying to reach command. Bravo 3-3, let me know when the patrol is passed.
Oh, great. We are ready to attack. One question. When we destroy this AA battery, should we pull back to you and help you with the ambush?
Negative. As soon as you destroy that AA position, hold a position over there, and we're gonna rendezvous with you guys.
Copy that. We're gonna attack you in like 10 seconds.
These guys are... Oh my god, they're
Copy
going to take
that.
in 10 seconds. With all this lot, shit's going to go down. And this unit are like hyper aware. Look at
Bravo lead, this is Alpha
LT
lead, over.
shadow.
Send it Alpha, this is Bravo lead.
CLT, go ahead.
I got a T-72 standing right in front of me.
My
It's on
pilots
the
to
unmanned. We're
verify
trying to...
again. Do I need to bring them with me, or do I send them back to base on foot, or?
Do you think we could possibly
So again, your pilots are with you.
Yeah, but do I need to send
That's
them
what
back
we're
to
talking
base after we destroy the last
They're thinking
AA,
about
or
doing
do they come with me?
Yeah, you will need to send them back to base to secure those new assets. Oh shit, it's going on. Right, fucking get that BTR in the mix.
Start moving to the compound.
Oh, it's hit. That's it. That's it. Get that fucking hind. Get that hind in the mix.
Roger. MG and
Oh, it's hit already.
Men are down.
Oh god! And it's landing on the other heli!
Yeah, the helicopter's
Oh, they could have left it. It would have been alright. The BTR's gone on the side of the hill. They managed to smash that heli before it even got in the air. Good job. Oh, it's all going. Some of the bunkers over here are engaging as well. I'm trying to be a little cautious here with moving around. I don't want to crash. But I can feel the frames.
All squad leaders, good job on that helo, keeping that thing grounded.
Did friendlies just enter that tank?
All ground guards, be aware, tank is active.
You need to stop giving these guys A and AT. What the fuck?
Command,
Like, why would you do that?
Be advised, boys, check your fire, make sure it's on friendlies.
Roger, we're getting in.
Why
We're
would you
crossing
not
the
give
river
them
now.
equipment? That's ridiculous.
Over that, get a move on. The enemies are starting to mobilize. It's your shot. You gotta get over that river right now before they get.
Let's just have a little look what's going on over here. They've wiped that squad.
Roger, we already
They've
have
smashed the
our
BTR.
on the hillside knocking targets.
Copy that. Was it your right, AT team taking out that helo then?
All closing, we are taking the 8 battery. Watch fire.
Some of those units are running out.
Alpha stays.
Alpha's up right now. Push into the bunkers and secure enemy BTR.
We need to activate some more of these units that are around the town now.
Alpha, be advised you have contacts to your rear 2.
Backup command.
I'm not going to contrive. They've blown that tank. Another unit right here. Holy shit! Both the helicopters have just gone. Oh, I missed that. I wasn't anticipating that was going to go. Oh shit, and there's like rockets flying out of the helicopters over here. Random tracer fire. The guys are still down here in the base. Guys on the side of the hill here taking some shots. God, the frames, please. Come back, frames. Come back.
Well, so be advised, we have lost plenty of men from our squad. We have several men down.
The guys over here have done very well. These guys are pretty spread out.
Command, this is Bravo.
Go for command, Bravo.
We're across the river and we're moving in to flank the enemy position that's attacking Alpha now.
Copy that, Bravo.
So this is the Bravo team just coming down through here.
Backups command. Can you guys address?
Command, this is backups. We are just about to blow up the second A battery. Give us like 5
Shit. Okay, we lost 2 people. Jimbo and Garfield are down right here.
My guys will start moving down.
Yes, please.
Copy that, we're going wrong in the move. You guys being buff every day.
Right, I need 2 men in the BTR.
Command, this is backups.
Copy command.
Yeah, actually, event of A battery is destroyed.
Copy that, nice job.
Bravo, be advised, Alpha team is falling back to the helipad. The enemy helipad.
Right, they have secured some enemy assets
Command,
as well now.
Lead over.
Feels like, now that those helis have stopped burning, actually the frames feel 1,000 times better.
Go command.
Command, is phase 2 allowed to restart even though, so that we can stay in position to strike over?
Repeat off.
Is phase 2 allowed for reinsert via Blackhawk over?
Yeah, absolutely.
Copy that. The pilots will get into helos and you'll have logistics covering you. Also, my next plan will be I'm gonna get the helo guys to load up some mines and explosives to cover the roads into town.
The guys who are hanging out in this
we
barn.
have 6 backs here back at base ready to move up.
Copy that. Pilots are currently en route to the base. They should be there in the next 5 to 10 minutes.
This is nice. This is really cool. They've got themselves in these positions right here. Look. Oh, nice. Fucking nailed that guy. Was that a pilot? What the hell was he doing all the way up here? Did he escape the town? He ran away when the Hind went down. Bravo team coming in on this side right here. Yeah, we've lost Jimbo for this evening. Couple of enemy right here. Neos. Get that guy. Nailed him and the fence. Right, I'm going to try and do some small cleanups around here, guys. Just try and keep the frames up a little bit. I'm going to do one around here. Yeah, actually not very much.
Alpha, be advised, still one empty BTR you could make use of.
Be advised, all squads, BTR is friendly, that's moving about base.
I'm just trying to clear stuff up, guys, for frames, because if I've got to bring in new stuff, right, I don't want to have all the crap going on down here. I'm also going to do a 50 just on that bit right there.
Alpha, this is Bravo.
It says 98 objects, but I don't see them.
Send it, Bravo.
Roger, we're in the northeast side of town now, moving in towards your location. We're knocking out any stragglers in the outskirts of town right now.
Affirm.
I don't see anything there. Sometimes you'll get like entities and stuff like that, so I'm just trying to get rid of anything like that.
Is that your BTR?
Affirm, friendly BTR, friendly BTR.
Come on, you assholes! Come on! The trouble with the AI when they're under fire, they're just like... I'm just gonna get rid of this guy off the squad. Load this guy in the frickin' vehicle. Okay, go! Go! You've got no reason not to go. No! Fine. Look, you do your own thing. You go over there. No, don't stop your engine! Right! Thank God. Finally. Finally. Those two guys are like, go without me! The hell? Going towards B. Didn't even tell him to go this way.
Alpha, this is Bravo 3. Be advised, 2 enemies in a Jeep heading towards your location.
Shit, BTR.
Which location?
They're moving northwest, retreating from the town.
Hostiles right there!
They're about to hit your BTR.
They just gonna... Do they think they're friendlies?
Spec Ops to all platoon commands, we are moving to the train station coming from northwest.
Affirm.
Okay, I'm sorry, I can't.
That Jeep just drove right past the rocket vehicle.
Command to all squad leads.
Watch your ears, guys, watch your ears.
Oh!
That is too much.
Yeah, another guy has those squad leads because I don't know where else I got him, but I only see group markers and I see him at base.
Affirm.
What's happened to my
Bravo.
what's happened to my visuals? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna come out as these. Oh,
Roger,
it's come back
looks
again.
like our sectors
I was like blinded.
G2 are clear.
That
Copy
thing
that,
is so
Bravo.
powerful.
Start marking some positions for yourself in group chat or in side chat of possible locations to defend. Most defendable positions will be, of course, the incoming road, so the building where you're at now would be a good position, as well as the start of the town, right at where my blue line ends. So start setting up some defensive positions there. Probably best for both squads to start splitting up into 2 fire teams. So I have both markers on my map and then split up into two defensive positions.